I look real fat, but okay, here we go.
All right. So we are live. I am Prophetess Lawan Smith Harris of Pipes Ministries, founder and mother of Pipes Ministries. And I have with me today the firstborn of the fruit of my labor. And I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and we are just gonna spend a couple of minutes. Kind of, first of all, we're very hot, we're very transparent and open. So this is definitely a test video because we're learning some new software on how to get online. So if we seem a little goofy, it's just because this is a test. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Emily. I am the firstborn spiritual daughter of Prophetess LaWan Smith Harris. Super excited to do this test with you guys. Again, this is only a test. All right, so don't judge us because
We don't care no way.
we don't care. But but this is just a test to see how to work out this new software. And so we're just gonna talk to you guys on today.
Okay. So Pipes Ministries, it was actually founded in 2009. So it's been around for, is that a decade? 10, over
Yeah,
10 years? Yeah,
it's over 10 years.
it's been around over 10 years. And of course, it was birthed out of place of discomfort. For those of you that don't know, you're going to have to get the book Unclogged to get the gooey details on Pipes Ministries and the whole birthing process of this ministry. However, I do know that it's needed and necessary, and probably not the most popular because who wants to be told that they stink and they need to be cleaned? Okay. So,
Right?
Emily, you have been with Pipe since 2009. It's weird saying that now that we're in 2023, right? So you've been with this ministry since the inception. What has been your experience with Pipes Ministries?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my experience has been one of travail. Oh my God. Anytime you're birthing anything, you're gonna go through birthing pains. You're gonna go through the process of the baby growing and the baby developing on the inside of you until its inception, until the baby is birthed and created into the earth. And so when the ministry was first born, um, we were learning, like we were learning. Prophetess launched a vision and she threw the ball and I caught it and went up with the 3-pointer like, hey, this is what we doing. So it's been a journey. It's been fun. It's been exciting. It's been challenging. It's been testing. Um, but for the most part, I tell you, it grew me up. This ministry definitely grows you up because when you realize that you're clogged in so many areas, you're clogged mentally, you're clogged emotionally, you're clogged in your heart, you're clogged in your thoughts, you're clogged in your receptors, you're clogged in your follow through, you're clogged in your dispensation. When you realize that there are so many areas of you that are clogged and you have to get them out layer by layer, it's important that you have a piece, or a foundation to pull from. Because without that foundation, without knowing how to pull and where to pull and what to get from it, you'll remain clogged and you'll end up spewing out debris and sewage on others, calling it ministry.
Ooh, oh, bless him. I felt that in my shondo. Glory to God. So what does actually, so Pipes Ministries, what does the acronym stand for? What does the lettering? Because I've had this that I've encountered people that is like, when I say Pipes Ministries, they're thinking about singing or they're thinking about, smoking. Just like, no, that's not quite where we were going with that. But let me tell
Not
you,
at all.
so what are the acronyms of Pipes Ministries? What does Pipes stand for?
So pipe stands, and I am putting it in the uh
Comments?
yes.
Okay.
So yeah. PIPE stands for Prophetic Intercessory Prayer Enforcer Servants. So I believe that the E and the S, well, the S is probably never going to change, but the E is, because we don't only enforce, we encourage, we edify, we build up, we EEC people, which is the prophetic flow that God says, when you carry the spirit of prophecy, you edify, you encourage, and you comfort. And that's one of the things that Pipes does. So we not only teach you about prayer, but we teach you how to encourage yourself, how to encourage others, how to edify yourself, and how to edify others.
So we got about 4 minutes left in our 10-minute segment here. And that is fantastic. But not only do we teach people within their personal selves, but the whole key is that each one would teach one. So after we're done teaching you, we're hoping that you be activated enough to not only just function in what you've been taught, but that you go and teach someone else on how to
Yes.
do that, that you would operate and function in that. And so overall, senior leaders have struggled throughout the years because it's only one of them. And in early ministry launching, it's very difficult because your people need training in so much. And so
Hmm.
this whole paraministry concept was birthed out of supporting those that are in ministry to help their leadership get developed, help their teams get developed. It's nothing worse than a wounded, bruised intercessor or a discombobulated prophet, and so many other aspects of ministry when those people have been contaminated just from doing the everyday work of ministry and not having that time to be reset, to be repositioned, to have that moment to pivot. Because as we've been learning that out of our frustration, that's probably a pivoting point, that
Hmm.
whatever's frustrating us is leading us to reposition ourselves in some shape, form, or fashion. And so pipes was definitely, as you mentioned, the part of being a servant. We'll never stop being a servant. But I know that this in the future, we are looking to transition to where it's not just about church, but it's about the kingdom, and it's about reaching the world with the
Yeah.
gospel and with lifting up the name of Jesus in that manner. And so you're probably going to see soon our acronyms are going to have a little bit more depth to it, where it not only, because everybody in the world don't understand the prophetic, everybody in the world don't understand intercession. And so in
Hmm.
order for us to really win those that are lost, we have to pivot. And so you'll start seeing um, people in purpose to encourage service. So
Hmm.
that's something that we're going to kind of play around with in the coming future. And I just believe God. I know that He's downloaded that because we definitely need to understand our purpose. And there's so many people that need to be activated in their purpose and doing it on purpose. So we're in here practicing this video on purpose and being intentional so that we do not fumble the ball when we're actually going to go forward in some of the things that we're going to be releasing. We're going to be releasing teachers, right? Different classes.
Yes.
Why are we doing this?
We got so much coming down the pipe, you guys. You guys got to stay in tune, okay? Because Pipes is on the move. We got things going on. We have teachers that are coming this week, coming up to talk about travel. We got teachers coming to talk about being a Proverbs 31 woman and how to orchestrate your life when you don't have children and you're married, and then you have children, and then you go from being an empty nester, but you're still a senior leader. How do you do that and not lose your edge in marriage? How do you do that and not lose your fire? So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about health and nutrition. We're going to have our lawyer friend come on and talk to us about health and nutrition. She is amazing in that, and knowing her, she's going to sneak in some stuff about being an African American in America and how to navigate the waters legally. And so, and we might even have her come back to just talk about that, because that's her paradigm. That is a part of her purpose. We got all type of stuff coming up.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about
So
taxes.
we're
So,
got we're at our 10-minute part with my part.
oh, okay.
We're gonna jump back on. So if you are really intrigued in what we're talking about, I'm going to switch roles with Emily and she's going to take the host role. So the next video that you see in here, the next 10-minute video you see will be her in the host control because we're learning. And so
We're
we'll be
learning.
giving you more information as it relates to what's coming down the pipeline on her segment. All right. Thank you for joining Pipes. If you decide not to watch the second video, at least go on the dang on website or subscribe to our channel, dudes.
Subscribe. Hit that bell button.
Yes, we out.